On this video, I'm going to talk whilst relaxing on my couch. It's Sunday today, and I am relaxing. I'm going to also play a song on my keyboard, and I'm going to ask you guys and girls to kindly guess what song it is. My name is Maden. On my channel here on YouTube, I help people raise their awareness and become a lot more successful as a result. I help people become strong, resilient, and courageous. After learning great lessons in my life, I share the great tips which I picked up and I'm picking up every single day. Reminding you again that the 100th subscriber to my channel here on YouTube will receive a free gift. I will ship out to you a free gift wherever you might be. It's free if you're the 100th YouTube subscriber to my channel. Without further ado, let me first play to you this great song. It's an old song, but it's a great song. And please leave in the comment section down below if you could guess what song this is. What song is that? Please leave it in the comment section down below. You know, today I heard an amazing story. A spiritual leader said the story, and I was really impressed. The spiritual leader's name is Ishwar. He said that he was in a car with a high caliber politician, and he was giving this politician advice. And he said that in the car, they were driving at 70 miles an hour, and rats were crossing the street whilst they were driving. All the rats managed to get to the other side of the street in a timely fashion, and none of them were killed. Whereas a rabbit which crossed the street whilst they were driving, that rabbit was killed. Now, it's a bit puzzling because rabbits are generally quicker. That was one rabbit actually, but rabbits are generally quicker than rats. So what happened here? So the politician turns to the spiritual leader, Ishwar, and he says to him, "Do you know what's going on here?" So the spiritual leader puts on his spiritual thinking goggles and he says, "Yeah, it's just karma. It's just karma." The politician says, "Actually, no, it's not karma. You know what happened here? When the rats crossed the street, they went straight across. Whereas when the rabbits crossed the street, they were indecisive. They crossed halfway, then they went back. Because they were indecisive, that's why they were killed." Ishwar, the spiritual leader, was really impressed and he really liked that. He says that's a great message. And the message is that when you're indecisive, that's when you have trouble and that's when you have problems in your heart. He says your intuition is something which comes from the spiritual realm and you're born with an intuition. And it's worth following your intuition and following it through until the end. I was fascinated. I really liked the message. And I think it's a great point to bring across on my YouTube channel, which is all about raising awareness and helping people becoming successful. I want to follow on and talk about an amazing message I saw in the Torah reading from last week, Parshat Chukat. Jews around the world read in synagogues every Shabbat, every Saturday, a small portion of the Torah. And last week they read the Torah portion of Chukat. Later on in the later chapters in Chukat, the Jews turned to Moses for a second time, yelling, "We want water." Now, Moses did what he did last time. He turned to God and he said, "What do I do?" God was having none of that, and he says, "It's time for punishment." And God levied punishment on the Jewish people. The Jews were regretful. They don't want to be killed, so they were regretful, and they turned to Moshe and they said, "We are really sorry. We are really sorry for this great mistake. Please turn to God and tell him to stop this awful, awful plague." Moshe turns to God, and God stops the plague through a special method that was used, which I won't go into. But the point I'm trying to bring out here is Rashi's commentary, Rashi's explanation on what happened here. Rashi says that Moshe was praiseworthy for being very quick to forgive the Jewish people. He didn't hold a grudge, and he was easy and quick to forgive and allow them to express regret, and as a result bring that to God and plead before God to stop the plague. Now, this is quite bewildering, because as a leader who's doing an act for the nation, there should be no issue with taking the people's regret straight to God. It's not even something which needs thinking about. You do that, you're a leader, you do what you gotta do. So why is Rashi all impressed with Moshe for being quick to forgive? I thought about this, and I said, you know something? Sometimes when a leader does something which they are supposed to do, and the commentaries give a certain explanation to what they had done, sometimes that actually happens because it's a lesson for everybody else. Be forgiving to others. Be quick to forgive to others. Because if you are not quick to forgive to others, you're going to live in misery. And that's the message here. I've seen in my lifetime, as many of you probably have, people who struggle to forgive others are not complete inside. They haven't forgiven themselves, and they're not totally complete within. And often enough, I mentioned this in the past, the Lord kind of talks about it, people who can't forgive others, unfortunately get cancer. There was one story with a man who had cancer going from one side of his stomach to the other. Every time the doctors took care of his cancer on one side of his stomach, it went to the other side, because he couldn't forgive the people who hurt him in his past. And that's the message here. It's not about Moses in particular. Of course, he had to do what he had to do as a leader. He had to plead before God and be quick to forgive the Jewish people, of course. But it's the point here. It's the point of how quick he did that. It's the point in the projection on the Jewish people to know, and for everybody to know, that this idea of being quick to forgive is vital. Vital for your own health. Vital for your own life. I want to follow on and talk about the other message which I mentioned yesterday earlier on. Actually, I mentioned it just yesterday. I mentioned the topic of not working and responding on impulse and not responding on autopilot. I've mentioned it many times before, and I'm going to mention it again, that we need to remember that life happens to us, life happens for us, not to us. For us, not to us. In other words, life didn't happen to you. You are not a victim. Don't believe that you are a victim. If you believe that you're a victim, everything will play out around you as a victim, and you will not get off the ground. So stop believing you're a victim. Even if people tell you you're a victim, ignore them. It's none of your business what other people think. And that was mentioned because of what I had seen in yesterday's Torah portion about the concept of Moses acting in autopilot. And because he acted in autopilot, that's why he was punished. That's my message today. What do you think about this message? And what song did I play in the beginning of this video? Do you know? Please leave in the comment section down below. I'm really grateful for anybody who can leave comments down below. And please contact me privately if you don't want to leave a comment down below. I'll leave links to contact me privately on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, and email. I want to carry on and remind you once again that if you subscribe to my channel, which is dead easy, just press that subscribe button on the far right. Dead easy, just press that red subscribe button. You will be able to see my videos as soon as they come out. That's the amazing thing about becoming a subscriber. I also want to ask you to please feel free to share this video with your friends on social media. And if you like this video, please press the like button. I look forward to seeing you in my next video.